All right, it's time for another Q&A. What is your ideal date night? That's a good one. My ideal date night is usually staying in and cooking dinner and watching a movie and eating some popcorn. I don't know, I pretty much live date night every night here at our house because we do what we want every night. I love a good, outing, of course. I love a good restaurant, something fancy, something that I don't normally go to. I love getting flowers, getting driven somewhere nice, get to listen to my own playlist. Yeah, I love just going out to eat in a really nice restaurant with a really nice ambiance where I can sit and chat for hours and look into each other's eyes. So cheesy. Definitely treat myself to some dessert, which I think I also had a question about what my favorite dessert is. I love a good creme brulee when it comes to desserts. I'll dabble here and there depending on my mood and have like a chocolate cake or cheesecake. Those are very popular out here. But yeah, I love creme brulee. I love something creamy, like a little pudding. I don't mind like a pecan pie. I mean, all desserts are kind of a win. It just depends on my mood. I love a good vanilla cake. It's kind of my go-to also for my birthday is a vanilla cake. I can't forget tres leches. Tres leches? Tres leches cake. I love a good puff pastry or donut or God, all desserts are great. It's really hard to pick just one, but I will just out the gate if there's a creme brulee, most likely I will pick that one. That's a good date night for me. Going to a restaurant, going to a movie, that sort of thing. It's kind of boring, but that's my favorite date night. I love going bowling and doing different things too. But my go-to is like restaurant and a good movie. Somebody asked me if I'm watching anything interesting in terms of TV shows. Recently my go-to, and I've been kind of binge watching it, is Love on the Spectrum. I just find it absolutely endearing. I didn't know what to expect going in, but I was recommended by a friend to watch it, that I would love it, and I did. My friend was right. But I really loved Love on the Spectrum. I thought it was very, and I'm not finished. I went through American season 1 and 2, US season 1 and 2, and I'm going through the Australian one now, which I think was the first one, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta admit, I did cry a lot just at random moments throughout watching the first 2 seasons of the US version, and it hits me every now and then for the Australian one too, just because it's so sweet, it's so wholesome, and it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I feel like you really just feel so happy and just happy for them the whole time. And yeah, it warms my heart watching that show. So it's like a feel-good show right now that I'm into feel-good shows. I don't want to watch anything too intense or dark or stressful. Yeah, I just need something light. So I was recommended to watch Love on the Spectrum, and I really recommend it if you're into something, if you're in the need of something that's gonna just make you really happy. What am I playing right now? Just right out the gate, Tears of the Kingdom. I'm still playing a ton of that. Played Pal World as well on my streams on Twitch. That's about it. Those are the 2 that I've been playing. Minecraft every evening at some point during the week with my siblings. And yeah, those are the 3 games I've been playing. How do I pick what game to play next? I know the types of games. Usually it's like more like an instinct thing, but I know the types of games that will usually grab me and that I'll play hours with. When Tears of the Kingdom came out, I was like, oh, I played Breath of the Wild through and through, so I'm definitely going to play this one. There's the ones that I know for sure I'm going to be playing just because of the type of game that they are. And then there's the ones where it's like I have to kind of warm up to them, or, I do try to pick games that I think are really popular right now so that I can, get to know them. It's important for my job. It's important for the work that I do. So I tend to pick them sort of on that basis. Sometimes I hop into games and I play them because my friends are playing them and I just want something social. It's many different factors. It just depends. It depends. Sometimes I'm looking for something very easy to pick up, something that's not going to be huge barrier of entry, like having to, like huge learning curve, just so I can sit down and play something on my off time, which Tears of the Kingdom is kind of that for me right now. And Minecraft. What do you think of the instability of the gaming industry as a whole? Every industry ebbs and flows and has its ups and downs, and I think gaming's going through that right now. The thing I hear a lot from folks is it's a hot mess, which, yes, I agree. It's just a lot of companies are reevaluating. I really think a lot of it stems from AI becoming popular and becoming an important thing that companies want to focus on. So I just think companies kind of saw the dawn of AI and were like, we need to reevaluate, we need to look at this, we need to invest resources in how we can utilize AI to, maximize our profits, maximize our efficiency. Let's be real, it's mostly about profits. But I think that, I think just because of the changes that have happened in the past few years, companies just couldn't continue as they were or feel like they can't continue as they were. So they're trying something new, they're reassessing, and they're putting that plan into action, and we're seeing that kind of unfold in front of us. That's just my kind of read on it. I could be completely off. But I think overall my feeling is that it really does suck. And I don't think it's cool that there's so many layoffs, and I feel really heartbroken for a lot of the people that have lost jobs. Yeah, it makes me really sad and devastated, and I just hope that we don't have to continue seeing that we're nearing the end of the fallout. It's one of the most profitable industries right now, bigger than Hollywood, and to see this happening I'm just a little flabbergasted, taken aback. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me, and I hope that everyone who has lost their jobs land somewhere that will, keep them in the industry. I don't want to see them have to leave or get discouraged from being a part of it because it has such huge potential still, even now. Because of the number of layoffs that have happened, a lot of very talented, very skilled people who've worked in the industry for a long time, I think we're going to see people start to create their own studios and go from there, and those will kind of become the new growing vertical of the industry. What game are you hyped for this year? I'm excited for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Part 2 Final Fantasy VII Remake. Very excited. I loved the first one, so yeah, ready for that one for sure. Alone in the Dark, that's another game that, I'm gonna play that. It's a scary game, but I'm ready. And we'll definitely be making content with it on my channel when it comes out in March, because it was delayed, sadly. A lot of the Microsoft games that were announced, in particular, the Indiana Jones video game and Hellblade 2, I think those are definitely, I'm gonna play a lot of those too. And I'm also interested in Avowed, the Obsidian video game. I think that one will also pique my interest. We'll see when it comes out. It's gonna be later this year, but it seemed interesting to me, and it's an RPG, which I tend to really like those. So another big one that I'm excited to see and play is Hades 2. I played the first one, loved it, thought it was so freaking awesome and badass and just hot. And now I'm excited for the second one. I hope it does launch in 2024 and there's no issues, but very excited for Hades 2. Very excited for Star Wars Outlaws. I think that one's gonna be really good. I'm hopeful. It's the first open world Star Wars game, so let's hope for the best, right guys? Someone asked me what movies I'm also looking forward to in 2024, and the first one that comes to mind is Dune 2. I know that they're already starting production on Dune 3, but Dune 2 is coming out soon, so very excited to see that one. Do I still worship the butt? Yes, I do. Am I planning any further cosplay shoots? I don't have any current plans to do cosplay, but I have been thinking about doing a group cosplay of some kind with some other folks in the industry. So, but I'm not sure exactly what that is or what I want to do. So if you have any suggestions, please drop them for group cosplays in particular. But I haven't really had a chance to look at cosplay and doing cosplay this year. I guess I'll have to think on that some more. Parles-tu souvent français? Reviens-tu au Québec bientôt? En effet, je parle pas le français trop souvent parce que je connais pas beaucoup de Québécois qui habitent ici, qui parlent français. Alors, quand je pratique mon français, la plupart du temps, c'est quand je parle avec ma famille ou ma grand-mère en particulier, parce qu'elle est française. Et puis, mais elle parle bien l'anglais, fait que on parle des fois le français ou des fois l'anglais ou le franglais, comme on dit. Puis, j'espère aussi, éventuellement, que mon émission de radio va être aussi dans une version française. Alors, à ce moment-là, il y aura beaucoup du français que tu vas m'entendre parler. Fait que c'est ça. Puis j'espère de visiter Québec bientôt, durant l'été puis les fêtes. Would you be interested in regular, semi-regular gaming reviews, maybe on the scale of 5 or 10? Oh, you mean like reviewing the games and giving them a score out of 5 or 10? I don't know if I believe in giving scores. I like my impression videos. Like where I give my thoughts, my initial thoughts about a game. I don't think I will do in-depth reviews or anything of that nature. I think really just sharing my impressions has been just a lot of fun and low impact and not super hard for me to, make a video for. So I think that that's kind of what I'm going to continue doing. Will you be getting an update about the podcast soon? Yes, which I think radio show podcast. I've been calling it radio show, but it is a podcast show that will also be on the radio. So yes, there will be an update very, very soon. So just stay tuned for that. What kind of passes content can we expect in 2024? More selfie style content or photos that I take myself, but I'm hoping to incorporate every so often maybe a more professional style shoot and have just some photos that are exclusive to passes. Do I still do any writing? Yes, I do. In fact, my short film that I'm producing is also directing. I also wrote. So yeah, I've written a couple scripts, long format and short, so I'm very excited to hopefully get those off the ground, but you never know in this industry. Do I plan to check out Enshrouded? Yes, I do. Kyle's playing it a lot right now, so it's enticed me to want to dabble and see if I'd like it. According to what he's told me, I'm going to like it. So yeah, I do plan to check it out. If you're playing it right now, let me know what you guys think. I want to be encouraged to do so, to play it sooner rather than later, really. That's enough questions for today. I'm going to wrap it up here super fast. Let's just wrap it up. Call it a day. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.